pull up, you look like Usher and you sound like him too.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL
Scouting
has
the
us
Bucks.
at the foot of the
First round,
Rockies,
I
just
reckon.
west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers.
I'm even two in here. Russian Bleeders.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And turn off the lights.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And
that's a Bronco defense.
Oh my God. I threw another fucking pick, bro.
Oh yeah, you about to get that for sure. I saw that nigga record. I was like, okay, that might be his first loss right there. After the game, you gonna be on some, what was a humbling experience, you needed an L. I can hear it now. I know this nigga old storyline, man.
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Damn, bro.
I hate playing the DMV. That shit got me running cover 4 crazy now. Like I like that cover 4. I can work with that.
What's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year one, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football.
They were way more urban than shit than fucking Burlington. Y'all don't got shit. Y'all don't have nothing.
Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw
shit going
last
on
game.
in Burlington.
This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't have any of that.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to get this one down.
We have more than one club, technically.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right
spot.
He had that eye down the entire time.
Yeah, like 5, 6, 7 inches
because they throw a lot of misdirection.
On God, we do. On God is about banger, Trent. It's 3 high schools. Man, he was a bigger high school than y'all. What are you talking about? First of all. Oh, we're bigger than Orange. Fuck out of here. Orange is 3A football, man. We are 4A big dogs. Fuck out of here. We're on a different level.
My God, I threw another pick.
We would have beat the fuck out of Orange any given Friday. Fuck your graduating class. First of all, you in 1995. That's the year that's CJ and them. They won the damn state championship. So you was not beating them. They wasn't beating shit. We was the best team in the state that year. So you can eat it.
I threw another pick, bro.
Drive about to get going. And following the pick selection, decent field position and throwing that.
Oh yeah, y'all wouldn't have beat us. I had nobody for Mike, period. That's all I gotta say. None of them niggas in the NFL, so shut up.
A big game that time for the Chargers.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play.
Yeah, they probably didn't make it to play the big dog, that's all.
Running on first down.
Y'all probably cheating. Hold up. Hey, you go to Orange, hasn't you, nah? Orange High School in North Carolina?
But that means
that shit in Chapel Hill?
linebackers, the guys that you pay big
Oh yeah,
money
they
to
ain't
decide
making
the
no noise.
quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as
Definitely
well.
never heard of
They
Hills,
did a
bro.
nice job there of holding the point of
Nothing
attack
about it.
and not giving ground.
Call it an
I
8-yard
think I
gain.
heard the
Much better
Hills
shape
up
now
before.
on third and just a yard. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh my goodness gracious, bro. I feel like 5 picks. I'm not losing.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm about to lose.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Man,
The
they
Chargers
were wide.
are
They
way
didn't
out
have
the field
enough
goal
arm
unit
for it.
now. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Catch a
Good starting
beat.
position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him. But many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
Oh my
Last
goodness
run
gracious,
got 9.
bro.
That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
That is not on my side this year.
Play action. Now Wilson. This one
Yeah,
swung to Williams.
I knew your little win streak was fruitful.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing.
Hey, I
As long
just
as we're
can't
there
catch a
at
break.
the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up
This one
10,
ain't
12,
nigga doing
13
the
yards
orange high
after the
school.
catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Flush to his right. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time.
You in the orange, you're not smoking this blunt. It's only for New Bern High School Bears. Fuck out here.
They'll run it with Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams.
Put that on God.
With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now
That's
Herbert.
crazy.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get
That's
a good
tough.
gain of 9
That's tough.
here
We
up to the
facing DDG, hold it to BNB.
That's a
Giving him
staple of this
DVD, watching
offense.
the
Drag
DVD.
route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off
Hopped
much
in the
more
race.
yardage after the
It's a
catch,
foreign.
but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh my God, we gotta get that.
That is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
We needed that last man.
He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, their first two drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
30 under 2, my boy Chris.
Second and 10.
Put on the
Now a give running left is Eckler.
Maybe had a bad day.
Right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
We're going to put that pressure on his
play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a
Both of them
manageable
have a
third
party in the
down
back,
because
yeah.
they had incompletion on first down, so they were
Coming off
behind
an
the
injury,
sticks,
though.
so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
I took 5 picks.
Gonna throw on third down with Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
But they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
An excellent
I was
return
just
that
gonna be
time,
monster
26
niggas, man.
yards.
I be needing
And the
them
Broncos take
to
over,
pull
first
somebody
down
out and shit.
and 10.
His play
Denver
style.
offense at the line,
know.
ready to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak.
Brady don't got that arm, man.
This is really
You don't know how to play with the boy. Nah, I always got to put him in the slot, though. He'll do all that dirty work.
Coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They think it's sweet, though.
After getting
They
this
was
one
looking to
across
play
the
off.
40.
And
Give
he
him
got
10
Mr.
that
Eddie
time as he was
playmaking.
able to
I
get
don't
away
even
from the
fucking
pressure and
remember.
get a nice gain.
I can definitely just hit Jimmy G right now.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the
Pete,
yellow
man.
line. He did
That
not
shit
get
tough.
there. No gain there on the play, and that's
I should have caught a pick last drive. It should be 35-28 right now.
going to leave him with a fourth
I
down.
really got a plan.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. DeAndre
What
Carter
it is,
back
you got a
deep.
plan. That's tough.
This is away and a very
I
good
need to
kick
throw
angle
that
for the
bubble screen right
sidelines.
now.
And it's out of
You still in the
bounds.
game?
We'll see what the side
Yeah.
judge says.
It's over?
He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the
Must be
field
filthy
position
out there.
game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis. Or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's
Yeah,
Eckler.
the ball
Throw
there.
this one off.
He
Nah.
sneaks his way forward only for a couple
Hit
here.
now.
Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed
They
pretty
go
quickly.
quick, 3 and
That's
out.
because the
Third
defensive
down right
front,
now.
They won
You
that
just- you need
battle
to
at the
score
point of attack at the
about
line
3
of
or 4
scrimmage.
minutes
They
left.
used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yes, sir. 3 and out.
It's Eckler. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Second quarter action.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
59 remaining.
I got to go ahead and get another stop.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on
That
third
down
down.
would be all right.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. It's Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Hook up a 15 yards there. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Wilson's throw there, complete to Hamler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
I'm taking too long to throw, man.
This is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
I got to stop him and get the ball back.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Game.
The Charger drive about to get going. The 3-score deficit staring them in the face. They might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He'll find Everett there, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this one is incomplete.
Damn, I'm my first
So we reach
incompletion of the
halftime
first
in what's
half.
been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach.
He didn't even throw a
much.
pass
We
and
welcome you
touchdown,
back
man.
for quarter number 3.
Shouldn't
Broncos
have
with the
lost
lead,
this
and they will
game.
be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that nigga beat me, bro.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play,
I played terrible today.
Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
I got to fire Bruce. He lost the locker room.
That's what the story is in real life. I was like, God damn. Brady don't follow that nigga for real. Said my only way Brady was coming back that Bruce retired.
Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Jeudy. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get
I think
downfield.
6 picks. Like, can't win
An
like
extra
that.
defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage.
Yeah, that pick 6
but what
killed
often
me.
happens now with these quarterbacks who
That
can
was in the red
move,
zone, too.
defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the
And I
pickup.
ain't
That's
getting
gonna
a
set
finesse
up an
that damn
interesting
breakout
3rd and
shit.
about
So
4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what?
And it was like the last year. I could have, but man,
but you
after
still
too
have
many
to be
picks got
alert
me
for
in
the
that hole.
draws
Didn't run
and
the
other
ball.
plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Crazy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
What time you think you gonna get home?
On the give, this is Eckler.
I gotta make that tackle.
And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throwing to the hands of his receiver, Guyton. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case,
hey, we get a superstar.
if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
Yeah,
And they force another
Yeah,
incompletion.
they said if you go ahead and do your roster pick right now,
This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler.
I don't even think I got
And
two
they'll work
success
this
on my
down to
roster.
the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now.
Boy.
A nice throw
yeah,
there,
they the first
and
shit
they're
they
really
ever like.
putting
Usually
together a
niggas do
good
that shit. They
drive.
do that
Still in
all
search
the
of
offseason
their
in one
first
day. You
touchdown
can
of the
do it over
game,
like
but
2,
they're
3
on the
days.
move. 1st and 10. Herbert now. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now I forgot all about that joint. I know I had like pick 20 songs, so I wasn't tripping. I came in, my pick had just went. I don't even know they had that for me.
Around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound.
I got another
it's
good
hard to
player
execute
too.
against them.
And give him 6
Might have been
yards
like a
here
lineman
as
who
he
was like a
stopped near the
79.
35 at the 34.
I just lost that game. We should have went undefeated.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert.
They should have drafted a quarterback. I don't know who they
Finds his
got.
target, Allen. And he is going to
might
have
have
the
did that. They
Chargers
gonna take the
first down
quarterback.
as they're
They
able
need
to
it.
get the 3rd down
Nah, they
conversion.
didn't. I drafted John Vincent from Penn State.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more
I ain't need
after
him.
this. This is the NFL, and it's on
You got the Bucks in there, too?
EA Sports.
Yeah.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st
I
and
was
10
trying to
at
make
the
the off,
14.
and then they end up
And now
beating me.
they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I
From
really
the
need
9,
it.
2nd and 5.
Yeah.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. Touchdown,
that's a good
Chargers.
touchdown.
Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I got Corey Davis for no reason.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown, and what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again, got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete.
Oh my God, this nigga fumbled.
And picked
That's
up by
what
the
the move is
Chargers.
doing, but
They are going to score on a fumble return touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for two. Now Herbert following the turnover. Flush to his right. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's second and 10.
I know cousin William.
Here's Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Eight yards to go on second down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Man, that was a terrible pass.
He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's
Playing
fourth
me
down.
like that, man.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Herbert to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
On Herbert, his third interception.
I'm about to put Superstar. I'm about to put Superstar on Kyle Trash.
It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in the second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall.
What the fuck?